So whenever you're ready.
I just stay here?
Yep, I'm already all the way out at the main.
No way.
Yeah. So basically, it looks like. How long ago did you buy this home?
We just got it in 2020. 2022.
Okay. Is that when they put those paint marks down on the sidewalk right there, or on the driveway?
I don't know. My husband knows.
Okay.
Why? What's wrong with that one?
So those paint marks are, and when I pulled up, I saw them, and I'm thinking, that's kind of strange.
Mm-hmm.
Those paint marks are typically indicative of like a sewer problem that was marked. Now, we've never been out here to mark them, so I know it wasn't us.
Okay.
And we don't mark them with the squiggles like that,
Okay.
so I know it wasn't us.
Okay.
However, one thing I want to show you here. So what a sewer pipe should look like is just like this minus the water. So we don't want any of the water in there, right? Now, as we come back, we can see that we get into a lot of standing water. However, luckily for you, this section's not your responsibility.
Oh, really?
This is out near the main. Your responsibility stops at the curb or like 5 feet from property line, basically.
Okay.
So this is exactly what we want to see. You see how there's no standing water, the pipe is straight, round, smooth, free of debris.
Okay.
This is perfect, right? This is what I expected to see the entire way on a home that's this new. So it looks like this was built in like
This is
2018.
2018, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I expected to see the whole way. Now, as we continue back here, again, you'll see all of this just looks awesome. This is exactly what we want to see. And then we get into where they had it marked. So you can see we start to go underwater again, but this time much more dramatically. The entire pipe is underwater as opposed to just, a little bit at the bottom. Now, the big issue here is you can see that debris builds up in there, whether it's toilet paper or what have you. So this is acting as essentially a clog point for you. It will only ever get worse. It will never get better on its own. But this is something that absolutely should be taken care of, beyond a shadow of a doubt. This is something that needs to be fixed.
Is it going to be our cars or is it?
It is yours because it's on your property.
Really?
Yes. So, and that's when I was looking at those marks, that's why I was thinking, man, I really hope that that was already addressed a long time ago or something, and they were just like that was there from inspection or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
But it looks like, my guess is the inspector put that there when they did the home inspection. That's my guess. So those marks are already out there. We already know the depths, which is great. It means I can already just write an estimate and have it sent over so you can see what that looks like. As well, you can see this joint right here. You see how it's not smooth and it's catching all that debris and stuff on the sides?
Can I video this?
Yeah, I've got it recorded right here.
Okay, you guys have to me. Okay.
Yep, so I've got it all recorded, so that way you can review it with anybody else who's making decisions, and you guys can proceed, how you see fit, right? But then we get back into perfect and brand new, as it should look. So good news is it's just a section. Bad news is it's just a section underneath the driveway in a brand new house, which is super uncommon. So I empathize with the situation. This is something that I do very, very often in terms of, going out and doing sewer inspections. Of course, it's what I do all day. I very rarely see them on brand new homes like this. I'm surprised you can even smell it. I've been doing this a really long time. I'm like unable to smell it at all anymore.
You're numb.
Yeah.
And you don't even put a mask.
Oh no, it's when I started, it was definitely quite a bit different in terms of what bothered me and what didn't. But as I get more and more into the industry, things bother me less and less. But that's where we're at.
Okay, so what do we need to do?
So what a fix looks like for this section. And again,
Maybe those are something wrong. I mean, the inspection is done.
yeah, I mean, whenever this was scoped last is when they marked this in. So downside is it's 8.5 feet deep and 7 and change, so it's a very deep section. I mean, you could not use solid paper, like toilet paper. But this is something that there's a reason it's there, and my guess, even though I can't see it just from experience, is that the joints are fucked apart and it's just starting to sink. Just because of how severe that section is, where it's completely underwater like that. If it was just halfway full, that's a little different. But you can see that. without seeing the
A
outside, I
full-
can't.
yeah,
I can't tell.
okay.
I will say that even a misalignment like that is broken. That is considered broken. So no matter what, it is broken. It is roughly this section. It's about 7 feet long, so it's right about here to right about here. Now, what I would do personally in terms of the repair is I would do the concrete cut right here, and then we would dig underneath to get to that joint. So that we were only disturbing one driveway panel, and it's much easier to take care of and cheaper. But you have tons of access for equipment, so there's no access issues, there's no other problems. It's just a lot of labor, and it's very, very, for a reference point on depth, it's about, you see the second full bore right up there? It's about that deep underground.
Oh my God.
So it's pretty deep down there. But it is, yeah, so what we would do is we would either do the whole panel, just so that way you can have one flat panel, or we would do a saw cut right here, and then like a strip. Either. So just the concrete panel replacement with the aggregated concrete, typically about $1,200 to replace just the concrete panel itself. The actual digging down to the pipe is about $8,000. Yeah. So roughly in total, this is a little bit more than it will cost, but it's just an easier number to look at. It's somewhere between $9,500 and $10,000.
What?
Yes. But the issues that you're experiencing, your sewage is coming up that.
We're gonna spend 10,000.
And I will tell you that's on the lower end.
A lot of money.
It is.
So then we just avoid it, like don't go any.
I mean, again, you can. Eventually, it's going to break. You won't be able to even sell a home with this issue without having it fixed. But this is an issue that will cause sewage to back up in your house for
I
sure.
think basically the fact is.
Right. So you're the owner of the home, right? Okay, yeah. So sure. And I'm very curious if this got brought up during the inspection. Because if it did, granted, 2019 and 2020, the housing market was quite a bit different. You kind of had to take things as they were. They're a little bit different now. But this is something that will absolutely cause sewage to back up in the yard.
So what happened if we don't fix it? I mean, the toilet and everything will be fine still. Right now, remember we just fixed it yesterday.
Yeah, so yesterday what you did is you just unclogged it.
Yes.
And the reason it clogged is this. So this is the reason why it's clogged. Now what will happen over time, since it is the entire pipe, it's not just a little bit, every time you use any water, there's not enough air coming back up, so the water's going to go very, very slowly down the pipe. This is something that I would not put this project off unless you absolutely have to.
Even if you have to suddenly have to discuss with them.
Yeah, well, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to scope the sewer. It's one of the first things they look at. But yes, so you're kind of in a.
Yeah.
Personally, I would see if the home has like a new home warranty that came with it from the builders, because this is absolutely incorrect installation. Nothing about this. I mean, maybe 5 years isn't that long of a time. These should last lifetime. But the way that this is put together, again, I can't see on it, but a lot of it looks like it's put together correctly, and then this joint just wasn't. Which, I mean, everybody's human, everybody makes mistakes. No, this would be builder or on your own.
Or the previous one. We're going from the open doors. I don't know if so you write me whatever you need me.
Yeah, and I just send it over via email. And then I send the video over via email as well. So that way you have everything to take a look at.
And then the quote.
Yep, the quote, the video, all of that stuff.
I don't know how long it is.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Normally these are surprises. This is very rarely something that's known before we arrive. It's almost always a surprise when the customer goes to meet you. So I totally understand. And I'm not a commission salesperson. Yeah, and if he knows about it and it was in the inspection, it was disclosed, that's a little bit more challenging to deal with as far as getting recompense, right? But the builders, like our warranty is 20 years, and it's transferable to new homeowners, etc. So the builders of this home toilet paper is going to come all the way down, and it's going to stop right here, and then just start to pile up inside here.
So never use anything. I mean, on my cut.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anything with paper products at all until this is in here. That's kind of how dramatic it is. Whether it's us doing it or another company or what have you, just it needs to. It's one of the worst I've seen in a very long time.
Okay.